I have treated 3 professional gamers, one from Dota 2, one from LoL, and one from CSGO. And apart from that, I've treated a lot of people who are semi-pros. The few professional gamers I've had, they came in, and when they saw me, they had so much pain and so much dysfunction that they couldn't produce it all. For a professional gamer on that kind of level, that is, it's their life. Now all of a sudden, they can't do what they're paid a lot of money to do. It's devastating for them. Every time I get a gamer patient, it's overuse injuries. It's not like a twisted ankle, it's not an acute injury. It takes a lot of time before the pain presents itself. So when they come to me, it's already been overloaded for maybe a year, but the pain's only been there for a week. Always that kind of injury when we talk about esports injuries. When you think about someone sitting in front of a computer, most people think that they don't use the muscles, they're just there relaxing, but that's not the case. When you're sitting and you're focusing 100% on what you're doing, you actually have a lot of tension in your upper body. When a muscle and a tendon, it's tense for a long time, it ends up being so stiff that blood cannot flow through it. It's still working the muscle, it's just in a different way. Gamers in eSport, even though they sit for 12 hours a day, it's nothing exceptional about their injuries. It's the same as you would see if you go into an office building. Your muscle here gets stiff and you get a little pain. You just ignore it. You roll with it. Then it spreads to your neck, to your tendons in your neck, and you get more pain. You have to change your posture to avoid the pain. And the next step is that the discs in this region gets overloaded as well. It can lead to something very, very serious. The pain is probably not going to go away in a week or a couple of treatments, and I have to get the patient to understand that this is not something that happened a week ago. Yes, you get your pain a week ago, but it's been going on in your body for maybe over a year. What they need to do, most of them, is to move more and take these micro pauses. It's really important that they take micro pauses, because when you sit for longer than half an hour, you get blood stasis in your muscles. If you play a game for 1 hour, it could be as easy as you get up, you do some squats, you just walk around, maybe do a little stretching and sit down, and you have increased the blood flow in your entire body, and you're good to go for another hour. Little interventions like these can really help save your body from injuries.
In the beginning, like at EXA, we just do cardio right now in the first split. The problem is we do so many changes right now that you don't want to overload, even though as a performance coach you know you can do so much more, but we also have to see where the players are coming from. So in this first split we just focus on cardio, making sure everyone can do something. We don't want that they feel really bad about themselves, they are not wrong lifting some weights, because we are also afraid that they actually hurt themselves using weights and doing activities because they haven't done it before. So basically we use the cardio in the beginning because it will decrease their stress level, and also they will get better concentration over time, whereas then later on when we have the buy-in that they actually regularly go to the gym, we do it 3 times a week right now, which is quite a lot for esports. So if we do this, have the buy-in in the next split, we can do more exercise. But between the scrims we also do some neck, wrist, back stretches, use a foam roll. We also have a physiotherapist coming in for massages. So basically right now we do cardio to get better concentration over time and do some stretches to prevent injuries, but we obviously will increase that and will do more and more, but it's like a slight process because they are not coming with any knowledge or any history of physical activity to that. In esports, it's really important that since we are sitting around 10 to 12 hours at least a day, that we make sure that we get the body a bit moving. We will do a lot, like you normally would see, loads of issues in the neck, in the wrists, in the shoulders, in the lower and upper back, because they are sitting and they are so tense and have their shoulders up. So to prevent this or to work against it, we have a physio coming in, but besides this we're doing obviously stretches, and everyone has different stretches because they have different needs, because we did a body check in the beginning of the season to know where have people muscle up disbalances or shortages of movement. So we do movement and stretches in the beginning to de-stress them, but also making sure they're not getting sick. And The cardio, like I mentioned before, is really important to get actually the body a bit moving. Right now we do it in the gym, but when the summer comes we do all the stuff outside that they get some fresh air. But the most important thing is actually making sure they're not just playing, making sure they get to know a little bit more about themselves and their body and what it needs and how good it feels actually, but also to see actually to put some work into something you don't really like, but to do it and see also differences, because we can see already improvements that then some players are not tired after the third game of scrims. They are still having focus and energy for the fourth or fifth game. And when we started to do just biking, some people were done after 10 minutes and now they do it 35 minutes with no problem. From a person from the outside it sounds really stupid, but you can imagine if you're just playing all day and not doing anything, going from bed to the screen to the bed, you are having a really unhealthy lifestyle, and so we want to get them out of this.